By the way, guys, some people say like we don't know what the purpose of life is. And I think that is a fine question to ask, of course, maybe the biggest question. But I feel like we do know what the purpose of life is, and it is pretty simple. It is pretty easy to understand, in fact. We just have to look at things from our human perspective. I think people ask for the meaning of life because they are trying to think about it something bigger than ourselves. Like something for the universe or for existence, for reality. But if you just think it from the human's perspective, it is pretty simple. What is the purpose of life? The continuation of the human race, of the species. And for that, we are born, we reproduce, we multiplicate, and then we die. And that is the purpose of life. Just reproducing, continuing human species. Because when you think about what is life, what is the perspective we know for evolution, whatever, we just need the evolution for the race, for the species, doesn't care about the individual. It cares about the group. And you will find that in human traits and how we handle things as a species, how we select mates even, our social structure is not designed around the individual. Is designed around the group. It doesn't matter if an individual survives as long as the whole species survives. That is why natural selection exists. Natural selection discards the not fit individual and gives space to the fit individual. So we select the best genes so the species continues. So that is the purpose of life. Trying the best we can to continue the species. That is the purpose of life. It is really simple, it is really easy. And when you think about it, the purpose of life is just living the life. Living life is the purpose of life. Isn't life enough? Why do we need something more than just living the life? That is the purpose of life in my opinion, and I think that it is pretty obvious. I see that's something obvious. Like, what else can you do? We are here just to procreate and to raise our children, to also continue the progress of the human race. You could incorporate in this not only procreation itself, because you could say, oh, you can procreate, but if you spawn weak individuals, they are just going to be detrimental to society, and as such detrimental to the species evolution and continuation. So you could say that you could incorporate in there the raising of said procreation, right? We are going to raise these children so they also contribute to society and to the species, and they also reproduce, and we ensure some way the continuation of the species. That is the meaning of life for human race. But I know some people are not satisfied with this answer because they say, but that only answer is for us. But why does a species exist in the first place? Why do a species want to survive? Why is this the way things are? That is another whole question, and much harder to answer, right? Why is there something instead of nothing? The fundamental philosophy question. We don't know. We don't know. And of course, that is one much harder to answer. But if you go to the human perspective and the way to live your life and to enjoy it, to have a purpose, this is the purpose. And you will see that this has a compounding effect that will bring you other purposes in life. Like at least as a man, I don't know, of course I don't know the female experience, but as a man, you have to work on yourself, have a job, be confident, try to get a girl to fall in love with you and to want to procreate with you. So that in itself gives you purpose. You have to do stuff to be able to accomplish this. This doesn't happen just snapping your fingers.
Target change.
And all of that is good, brother. It's good. When men try to improve themselves, so a female wants to procreate with them, this improves society, because in the process of doing that, you contribute to society in one way or another. I am going to use the cables on this guy. Where did he die? There you go. There you go with the cables, okay? What do you guys think about this? Am I crazy? I like to ramble on about a stupid shit that doesn't matter. But I believe this does matter. I believe this does matter.
Target change.
What could matter more than the continuation of the human species? That is like our main thing. This does matter.
Target change.
I understand that people want a bigger answer, and I do want it too. I do want it too. Why are we here in the first place? I know for some guys it is like, oh, don't tell me the purpose of life is reproducing because I don't want to have kids, or I am finding it hard to find a partner to have kids with. If you don't want to have kids, that is okay. You don't have to do it. That is the purpose of life, and you are failing human race. But okay, you don't have to do it. And if you are finding it hard to get a partner, you can fix that. 100% you can fix that.
Target change.
It is doable, brother. I know that some people think it is impossible, but it isn't. You can fix that 100%. Aren't we technically just smart animals in the end? Nothing matters. Really, just enjoy what you have to the fullest and do your best. Yeah, we are smart animals. Smart. We think we are smart because maybe there is some species in another planet that sees us like we see ants. You know, and we aren't smart at all from their perspective. So we are smart from our perspective. Smart animals in perspective of the other animals around us. Exactly. I agree completely with you. And we realize this when, I believe one of the ways we realize that we are just smart animals is how our technology is advancing way faster than our animal instincts. And you see how this clashes. Like right now with social media, with a lot of things in society, in the technological era, the AI and all of this is clashing with our natural instincts. So we are not evolving at the same rate because evolution takes millions of years. So we are not evolving at the same rate that our technology is evolving. And we find a clash in there. It is us. It is insane. But I think that is one of the ways we realize that we are just smart animals.